Besides being two of today's most famous singers, Bruno Mars and Post Malone are two young artists who know how to enjoy their wealth. But have you ever wondered who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Bruno Mars and Post Malone. Aircraft. Both music stars love to fly around in modern jets, but who owns the most valuable aircraft? Post Malone, for example, has been seen in a private jet, a Gulfstream G4. A beautiful and sophisticated twin-engine high-performance business aircraft with a medium size and intercontinental range. The vehicle can comfortably carry 20 passengers. The aircraft is one of the most modern models on the market today for private use, which certainly influenced the choice of the mega-famous rapper to acquire it. With a range of almost 7,000 kilometers, the vehicle can travel long distances without having to stop for gas. And to obtain such a luxurious jet, it is necessary to invest something around $40 million. But Malone probably just charters this jet. Bruno Mars, on the other hand, is rumored to have once owned a Gulfstream G550, one of the safest and best-performing private jets in the world, capable of reaching speeds close to the speed of sound. Not to mention its intercontinental range, which allows it to travel long distances without the need to stop for fuel. The interior of the jet is very comfortable and luxurious and can hold up to 19 passengers depending on the configuration adopted. This aircraft is so exclusive that there are only about 100 units of it in the world, and of course, to own one, it is necessary to invest a real fortune. And if Bruno Mars does own this aircraft, he may have invested around $40 million. Considering that Bruno has his own jet, he wins this round. Point for him. Luxury shopping. Both artists have more than enough money to buy whatever they want, but which one spends the most money? As he is known for being very stylish, Bruno Mars has a unique personality when it comes to being fashionable, being addicted to sunglasses, and being a loyal consumer of brands such as Ray-Ban and William Morris London. Bruno owns a collection of these items, and some models can cost up to $1,200. One of Bruno's favorite clothing brands is Versace, a luxury brand that produces clothes, jewelry, and accessories, and the singer is a big customer, wearing some pieces that can cost around $2,200. Another luxury of the musician is his beautiful collection of watches that are part of his unique style, owning pieces such as a Rolex Datejust Steel, one of the brand's entry-level models, is very well made for everyday use and costs around $6,000. He also owns several models of the Rolex President Day-Date line, one of Rolex's most famous and richest luxury pieces, all made with 18-karat gold. To get the most expensive of this line, you have to pay as much as $9,000. Another of the singer's beautiful pieces is certainly his Audemars Piguet Jumbo Royal Oak, an 18-karat gold watch with gold details. To obtain this exclusivity, Bruno had to spend about $230,000. And as if this were not enough, Bruno decided to present his entire team with this same watch model, something that must have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Post Malone is not far behind. In a photo shoot for GQ, for example, he wore a flashy green look valued at over $2,200. In the same shoot, he wore a suit and shoes by Dolce & Gabbana, pieces that together were valued at more than $5,700. But his passion is watches. He has a huge collection, starting with the Rolex Sea Dweller, a model valued at about $12,000, which he got for his birthday. Another model in his collection is the Rolex Day-Date 40, with a gold bracelet full of sparkles, which costs about $50,000. He also owns a Rainbow Daytona by Rolex, a very colorful and stylish model that the rapper loves to wear, and this beautiful watch is valued at about $100,000. Upping the ante a bit, Post owns a Patek Philippe Aquanaut, a very modern and discreet watch that can cost up to $170,000. From the same brand, Malone acquired a Nautilus model, all studded with sparkles, a very flashy and expensive piece that costs almost $800,000. And it doesn't stop there. From Richard Mille, the rapper also owns a Bubba Watson model, with an all-white bracelet that costs about $500,000. And from the same brand, he still owns another model, the Tourbillon, a super light and modern watch that is valued at more than $820,000. And his most expensive watch of all is also from the Richard Mille brand, and it is the Tourbillon Skull Asia Edition model, which costs no less than $1 million. Besides, of course, the huge variety of rings and jewelry that he collects, and that surely cost a great fortune since several pieces were made exclusively for him. And because he spends more than his opponent, Post Malone wins this round. Point for him. Cars. Both singers invest a lot of money in beautiful vehicles, but which one has the most expensive car collection? One of Bruno's most cherished models is his Cadillac Alante, an old luxury convertible with a very sporty design for the time, which nowadays can cost up to $40,000. A big Cadillac fan, Mars also owns Cadillac CTS, a more modern and imposing sedan. Its interior has a sophisticated finish, and it is no wonder that its price is estimated at approximately $70,000. The singer has also been spotted driving a Mercedes-Benz G63, a huge car ideal for safe transportation. And despite being a big car, it manages to be quite powerful, which is ideal for Bruno to arrive at his appointments on time. And perhaps this is why its price is around $180,000. And several sources say that the most luxurious car he owns is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a super stylish large sedan from the German luxury car brand. To own such a car, one may have to fork out more than $460,000. Post Malone, for his part, is not far behind. He likes old cars and has already been seen in a 1968 Chevrolet C10, and although his car looks quite worn out, it can cost around $50,000. Not only that, but the artist also owns a 1992 Model Ford Explorer, and although he bought this vehicle for only $2,000, Post had the machine customized to look just like him, and the customization cost a total of $75,000. Speaking of more modern vehicles, Post owns a Hennessy Velociraptor, a huge 6x6 pickup truck, and one of the brand's most iconic cars. Malone opted for the white-colored model, and the vehicle, along with the customizations done for the rapper, sum up to an amount of $450,000. And it doesn't stop there. The music star also owns a Rolls-Royce Phantom, an imposing and classic vehicle that costs an average of $455,000. Upping the ante a bit, Post Malone owns a Lamborghini Aventador SV, a super modern car to which he has even added custom wheels. This machine can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles in an impressive 2.7 seconds, and to acquire it the musician had to fork out $500,000. Another car in his collection is the Lincoln Continental, a classic 1966 model, which also underwent modifications to become the way the artist wanted it to be. And with all the customizations, the vehicle is valued at $650,000. But without a doubt, the most expensive model the rapper has ever owned in his garage is the Bugatti Chiron, a super-fast machine capable of reaching the impressive speed of 260 miles per hour. This beautiful car is valued at a whopping $3 million. In other words, Post Malone wins this round. Point for him. Real estate. When it comes to buying a good place to live, both artists don't skimp on comfort and sophistication. But who has the most expensive property? Post Malone owns, for example, a house high up in the mountains in the state of Utah in the United States. The property, which was built in bunker style and apocalypse-proof, has 6.75 acres, where the singer can enjoy various perks, such as his extensive backyard with a swimming pool. The property has 5 bedrooms, and the master suite has 2 living rooms, including a fireplace to warm up the cold days, which are many in this region. The outdoor area has several environments, with another fireplace for people to gather and talk, a deck with a panoramic view, a swimming pool, several sun loungers, a gourmet space, and a tennis court. This huge property cost Post Malone about $3 million and was undoubtedly a good investment, since the artist uses his house not only for relaxation and leisure time but also for work and even interviews. But the luxury properties don't end there. Post Malone has lived, for example, in a 5-bedroom mansion in the city of Los Angeles in the state of California. The almost 4,100 square foot property has a very extravagantly decorated living room, as well as a lot of artwork scattered around, which seems to be just Malone style. The TV room is more intimate, and the bathrooms are decorated in opposite colors and have a modern shower and jacuzzi. And although it is not known how much the artist paid to rent the place, the mansion is valued today at almost $4 million. The rapper has also spent some time in another mansion in Los Angeles, in a region that is highly coveted by Hollywood artists. The 11,200 square foot property is the dream of many people. After all, it is a modern and extremely luxurious property, with a privileged view of the city. The hall already draws attention upon entering the house, with a very striking chandelier, and the living room is very spacious and comfortable, with a minimalist and modern decor, having a huge fireplace to make the environment cozy. The house also has a giant wine cellar for up to 1,000 bottles and a cinema with several armchairs and a movable screen. But what really draws attention in the estate is the outdoor area, which has an infinity pool and is a great place to relax. It is not known how much Post Malone paid in rent at the time he lived there, but because the mansion is now valued at $26 million, you can imagine that he paid a large fortune. Meanwhile, like a good countryman, Mars once owned a beautiful mansion in an area known as Portlock Beach, a prime area of his hometown. And although it is unclear how much the singer paid to acquire this mansion, some sources have revealed that Bruno sold the property for about $2.7 million. The singer has also lived in a mansion located in the city of Los Angeles, where he could enjoy a lot of luxury at the beginning of his career. The property has more than 4,000 square feet of living space and offers some amenities, such as a recreational area with a pool. And according to some sources, Bruno Mars' mansion cost around $3.25 million, with speculation that the singer sold the house for much more. Raising the price, Bruno Mars has one of his current residences located in Studio City, in the city of Los Angeles. With 9,000 square feet, the singer's mansion has unique architecture and seems to have enough space to offer luxury and comfort to the singer. The mansion still has spacious and comfortable rooms the way Bruno likes them, well equipped and without losing the refinement, the singer's brand. For the hottest days, the pop singer still has a huge and luxurious pool to cool off in and have fun with friends. To obtain this incredible residence, it is estimated that the singer has paid around $6.5 million. Since Post Malone only rented out most of the properties he lived in, it's Bruno Mars who wins this round. Point for him. Business. Both singers also have other sources of income, but who stands out more in business? Post Malone has, for example, a business venture together with his friends in the wine business. They have launched a French rose wine called Maison and Degree 9, a name chosen by Malone. The drink was a success, as 50,000 bottles were sold in just 2 days, demonstrating the potential of the brand. In addition, the artist has partnerships with the brands Arnett, a famous line of glasses, and also with the footwear brand Crocs. Post Malone also ventures into the world of acting and has made appearances on TV and in some films, one of them being the animated Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse, of which he is also part of the soundtrack. And these jobs must have earned him a good fee. In 2019, the rapper teamed up with the Bud Light beverage brand to develop an exclusive clothing collection that had limited units, which certainly generated a lot of profit for the singer. Moreover, the artist has, on his Instagram account, more than 23 million followers, and if he wants, he can earn a lot of money by advertising for different brands. Bruno Mars, meanwhile, had as one of his first investments in 2013, when he joined as a partner in NJOY, a private e-cigarette company that aims to decrease nicotine use. The singer is also co-owner of Silver Ray Rum, a rum brand from Panama founded in 2014 that seems to be doing very well on social media. Proof of this is that on his official Instagram alone, he has over 100,000 followers. And for those who want to purchase and try the drinks, you may have to pay up to $140 for each bottle. And to show that he is a trendsmart investor, Bruno has already invested in the company Chromatic, a music app to help students and musicians compose and create their songs. Recently, Bruno has decided to change his market focus a bit, moving into the fashion industry. Under the name Ricky Regal, the musician has launched a line of 70s-inspired sportswear with Lacoste. And because he is much loved in Hollywood, the musician is always invited to star in some commercials and even participate in the dubbing of some animated films, such as the movie Rio, where he was paid a handsome fee. And since we don't know the turnover of all the businesses, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Net worth. There's no doubt that both artists have made a lot of money during their careers. But which one has the highest net worth? Post Malone, for example, has already amassed a huge fortune. To get an idea, just on his YouTube channel, Post Malone has almost 24 million subscribers, and adding up all the videos, he already has more than 10 billion views, which may have earned him some good money. On Spotify, the artist has more than 50 million monthly listeners, and his 10 most played songs add up to more than 10 billion plays, which can also earn him a very high profit. But certainly, the singer's biggest source of income is with his concerts and tours, where he gathers real crowds. To get an idea of the figures, according to Forbes magazine, before the 2020 social isolation, the artist was making an impressive $1.3 million per performance. And according to some sources, despite having a relatively new career, Post Malone's fortune is already $60 million, a figure that is only likely to grow with such success. Bruno Mars, on the other hand, is one of the best-selling singers in the world back in the days when record sales made singers a lot of money. He has sold more than 100 million copies, which probably earned him hundreds of millions of dollars. Today, with digital platforms, he continues to make a lot of money. But for sure, Bruno's biggest income is the concerts he does around the world. His 24K Magic World Tour, for example, was considered one of the highest-grossing tours of all time. It is estimated that he has grossed more than $380 million from more than 200 shows around the world. This means that each of his concerts made around $1.9 million. And although no one knows for sure how much Bruno Mars' fortune is worth, it is estimated that with all his earnings, the singer's net worth after paying all taxes is around $180 million. And because he has a higher estimated fortune, Bruno Mars wins this final round. Point for him. At the end of this fight, we had 3 points for Post Malone against 4 points for Bruno Mars, making him the winner of this battle. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.